To use Verizon Wireless Network Extender, you will need the following: a high-speed broadband internet connection such as Fios, DSL, or cable. Satellite broadband is not recommended. One available Ethernet port on your router or broadband modem. The network extender can be connected to a home network using a router. If you are connecting the base station to a router, please ensure that it supports virtual private networking, also known as VPN. Most routers support this functionality, but refer to your router's product documentation to confirm its compatibility. If you do not currently have an available Ethernet port, you may need to obtain a router to use this service. Verizon Wireless sells a compatible router that can be purchased at verizonwireless.com and select retail stores. You will also need access to a window to obtain a strong GPS signal. This video is meant as a guide and may not cover every setup scenario. If you find you need additional assistance at the conclusion of this video, please refer to the Quick Start Guide or troubleshooting tips in the user manual that came in your box. You can also contact customer service at 800-922-0204. Before we go over how to set up the network extender, let's take a look at the contents of the box. It should contain the user manual, the Quick Start Guide, the network extender, a 10-foot Ethernet cable, a 23-foot GPS antenna cable, the power supply, and the power cord. The key to setting up your network extender is to place it adjacent to a window or in an open area with a view of the sky. This allows a stronger global positioning system, or GPS, signal to be achieved. If you are placing the base station near a window, you will most likely be able to use the GPS antenna embedded in the network extender. If you do not have access to a window, then it may be necessary to remove the GPS antenna from the network extender and use the GPS antenna cable that is included in the box. We will cover this installation in the next chapter. It is also recommended that you place the network extender in an elevated location, such as the top of a bookshelf or tall cabinet, and at least 2 feet away from your router if your router supports Wi-Fi. Connect the Ethernet cable to an available Ethernet port on your broadband modem or router. Then connect it to the port marked WAN on the back of the network extender. Plug the power supply connector into the DC 12-volt port on the back of the network extender. Next, insert one end of the power cord into the power supply and plug the other end into an outlet. Your base station is now ready to connect to the Verizon Wireless network. To validate your connections, you will need to refer to the LED light indicators on the network extender. Your network extender has 4 LED light indicators located on the front of the base station: Power, PWR, System, SYS, GPS, and WAN. If the network extender is connected and running properly, then all 4 of the LED lights should be a solid blue. Let's take a moment to review each of the lights. The power LED indicates that the base station is receiving power. No illumination indicates there is an issue with the power supply or power cord. A blue system LED indicates that the base station is properly communicating with the Verizon Wireless network. This light will blink red while establishing the initial network connection. Continuous red indicates an abnormal condition. A blue GPS LED indicates that the base station has received a valid GPS signal. If the GPS LED is red, the internal antenna may not be able to detect a GPS signal, and installation of the external GPS antenna may be necessary. A blue WAN LED indicates that the base station has detected a valid Ethernet connection. A blinking blue LED indicates that data is being successfully transmitted. The startup sequence should take 3 to 5 minutes to complete. Under some circumstances, it may take up to 20 minutes. Please note that it may take up to an hour to obtain a GPS signal the first time the base station is used. If the base station has trouble obtaining a GPS signal after 1 hour, as indicated by a solid red GPS LED light, you may need to install the external GPS antenna. This process is commonly required if you are unable to place the network extender near a window. To begin installation of the external GPS antenna, Turn off the base station by unplugging the power supply. Rotate the wireless antenna down so you can access the GPS antenna's protective cover. Press down on the cover where it reads Open and slide in the direction the arrow indicates. You will see a GPS antenna marked GPS. Using a blunt object, such as a coin, carefully push the GPS antenna away from the base station. Push in the same direction as you did to remove the cover. Remove the GPS antenna. We are now ready to connect the external antenna. It is important that you only use the external GPS antenna that comes in the box. Connect the end of the external antenna, marked Connect to GPS Antenna, to the GPS antenna. Now connect the other end to the base station within the GPS antenna compartment. You can now replace the GPS antenna cover. Ensure that the external antenna is threaded through the slot in the cover. Rotate the wireless antenna back to the up position. Place the GPS antenna close to a window or wherever the GPS signal is strongest. You can use double-sided tape to adhere the bottom of the GPS antenna to a secure location. Plug the power supply back into the base station to verify the connection. Allow time for the base station to complete the startup sequence. The GPS LED will turn a solid blue when the external GPS antenna is placed in an optimal position. Now that you have successfully set up your base station, you are ready to connect your mobile phone to the network extender network. Up to 3 Verizon wireless mobile phones can make or receive calls concurrently, while still leaving a channel available for calls to emergency services, 911. However, up to 50 Verizon wireless users can be provided priority access to one base station. We'll cover this later in the video. In order to establish an initial connection with the network extender, your Verizon wireless mobile phone needs to be within close proximity of the network extender base station. To verify if you are connected to the network extender, dial #48 from your mobile phone. An announcement will tell you if you are under network extender coverage.
You are under network extender coverage.
You will also hear a short double tone on your mobile phone when making or receiving calls. After connecting your mobile phone to the base station network, you can move within a broader area of up to 5,000 square feet while maintaining network extender coverage. If you are a registered My Verizon user, you can manage your access settings for your network extender online. If you have not yet registered for My Verizon, then you can visit VerizonWireless.com to learn more. Go to www.verizonwireless.com and sign in to My Verizon. Once you are in My Verizon, select the My Services tab. Select the My Network Extender pod. This pod will only appear if your account has one or more network extenders associated with it. Select the device that you would like to configure and click Go. By default, Open Access is set. Open Access allows any Verizon Wireless customer or roaming partner to use the network extender to make and receive calls when within range of the device. Or select Managed Access to create your own prioritized list of up to 50 Verizon Wireless lines to have access to your network extender. Non-priority users will be redirected to the nearest compatible cell tower when available.